is CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman along with Next Weather meteorologist Shane Hinton. It is the Next Weather Alert Day. You're tracking the potential for torrential rain and flooding.
That's right, and we've already seen some flood advisories across the area today, Naja. Let's go ahead and get a look at the details for our Next Weather Alert, because this is not only something we're tracking for today, but for Thursday and Friday afternoons as well, as our flood threat will remain elevated because we've just seen multiple rounds of rain this week. Here are the details for you. Those showers are going to favor the afternoon into the early evening hours. We are already dealing with saturated ground, several inches, in fact, over the past couple of days. Some isolated flooding will be possible, and that is going to favor Broward and Miami-Dade counties. So what are we talking about right now? Okay, well, our radar has been fairly active this afternoon. A lot of lightning and thunder associated with it as well. In regard to flood advisories, there's only one we are monitoring at the current time. It initially was set to expire at 3:45, but the National Weather Service did extend it until 4:45. This, if it looks familiar, is the exact same area that has had that flood advisory or a flood warning throughout the past couple of days, impacting Miami International Airport, Miami Springs, right around the Hialeah neighborhood, Opelika, North Miami, Little Haiti, and even stretching toward downtown Miami. So please make sure you avoid any flooded roadways, as anywhere between 1 to 3 inches of rain has fallen, with another 1 to 2 inches possible. In Broward County, some lighter rain, but still rain nonetheless, near Amerant Bank Arena, stretching to Pompano Beach and all the way down to Hollywood. So please keep those umbrellas nearby and factor in extra time to get to your destination for your afternoon and evening commute. The heaviest activity is just around Ocean Reef right now, pushing away to the south and east. We're also tracking some pretty heavy storms out over the Everglades, but I do think our rain chances and flood threat for today will slowly subside over the next several hours. Now, today we have a level 2 out of 4 risk for our metro areas. Tomorrow, I want you to notice how that level 2 area expands across Broward and Miami-Dade. This means that we could see even higher occasions of flooding at times. In fact, the flood threat widens even further on Friday, with all of Broward County and most of Miami-Dade falling under that level 2 out of 4. This does not mean all of these locations will experience flooding, but it does mean, due just the very wet weather pattern we've been stuck under, and with the possible rain on the way, that we could see some flooding occasions. Now, in regard to our radar estimated rainfall total, just over the past 6 hours, you can see where that flood advisory is where we've gotten the heaviest impacts, just around 2 inches estimated by the radar. Now, while that doesn't sound like a lot, you have to remember that some of these areas have gotten 3 inches within the past day, and then a couple of inches before that. In Broward County, anywhere from a few tenths of an inch to over 1.5 inches closer to Plantation. Next Weather Rain Tracker shows that those showers should start to fizzle apart by 8 or 9 o'clock this evening. Quiet overnight. A few isolated storms in the morning for the Keys and southern Miami-Dade through the middle of the day. Quiet early afternoon, but then maybe those showers and storms ramping up as we head into the early evening. Now, as I mentioned, our hourly forecast shows those rain chances fizzling apart by 8 or 9 o'clock. Temperatures hovering anywhere from the upper 70s to lower 80s. Today, not only just a wet day here in South Florida, but it's an important day in the tropics, as it is the peak of hurricane season. And the National Hurricane Center is monitoring this wave off the west coast of Africa. No concern to us at this time, but we will keep our eyes on it for you. 7-day forecast shows that those next weather alerts will extend for tomorrow and Friday. Some drier air moves in for the weekend, dropping us down to the upper 80s, with still a scattered storm chance over Saturday and Sunday.
Shane, thank you. Today is the peak of hurricane season, and the Next Weather team is making sure that you are prepared. Just scan the QR code and find all the tools you need to help you get ready. You can also find our 1-hour special. It has important information for you and your family. Just go to cbsmiami.com. We are following breaking news out of Utah. Conservative political activist and podcast host Charlie Kirk has been shot. It happened while he was speaking at an event at Utah Valley University. This is video taken just before the single shot was fired. Kirk was there today as part of his American Comeback Tour. His appearances have drawn protests and petitions from student groups critical of his views. Kirk is the CEO and co-founder of the conservative youth organization Turning Point USA. The 31-year-old is a longtime ally of President Trump. The suspected gunman is reportedly in custody. No word on Kirk's condition. He was taken to a nearby hospital. We're going to have more on this breaking story beginning on CBS News Miami at 5. Now at 4, a woman drove herself and her child to a police station after their car was riddled with bullets in Northwest Miami-Dade. The woman was injured and taken to a hospital. Her child was treated and expected to be okay. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner is at the scene where she spoke to a neighbor.
Several neighbors here are telling us that this was an exchange of gunfire. One neighbor even telling CBS News Miami they saw people hop out of the car to fire their weapons. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office said a woman and a girl were inside of a car here on Northwest 74th Street when shots went off.
Pow, 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 and then boom, 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 boom. One was like a handgun, and the other one was like a machine gun.
This neighbor, who did not want to be identified, said they saw people hop out of a car and start firing.
Laid on the floor because it was so close.
MDSO said a woman was shot in her upper body and then drove herself to a nearby sheriff's substation. Paramedics transported her to Ryder Trauma, and she is stable. Shattered glass hurt the girl, but she is expected to be okay.
It's sad.
Something neighbors say happens here all too often.
I'm getting ready to move. You can't even take a walk with your puppy around here.
It's kind of dangerous. It's really dangerous, especially at night. So I don't recommend people coming out at night, walking by themselves, or be by a group.
The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office said they have no further information to provide at this time. At last check, though, they did not have any information on a shooter or a shooter in custody. At this hour, we also do not know the identity of the victims. In Northwest Miami-Dade, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
And now to a short police pursuit. It ended in a fiery crash and sent the suspect to the hospital in critical condition. CBS News Miami's Maribel Rodriguez has that cell phone video that captured the flames moments after impact.
87th Avenue, a major corridor here. It is back open right now after police say a car slammed into a tree you see right behind me at around 2:30 this morning after a short police pursuit. Now, we did speak with someone who lives in the area. He did get video of what happened and describes exactly what happened.
I just got in bed and I hear like the police sirens and then a loud crash. And typically, like, I always hear police sirens, so I never hear like an actual impact like that. So I realized probably something happened this time because I'd never seen something like that.
This is what Max Fernandez saw just before going to bed Wednesday morning.
Walk outside, there's police everywhere, and the car's right there. And it's smoking already. It's already like starting to catch fire. And I see him with the fire extinguisher trying to extinguish it out. And then I go back inside and I come back out. There's immediately like bursting into flames, like biggest puff of black smoke I've ever seen. Just going up in the sky, and you see the embers, and then pretty disturbing. I hear like a cries or like some guy wailing.
According to Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, the driver was heading southbound on 87th Avenue after a short police pursuit on 50th Street.
The subject sideswiped the same deputy and rear-ended the same deputy. Again. So basically the deputy was struck several times by the same subject.
At least 3 times.
At least 3 times.
87th Avenue was blocked off for several streets between Miller, 58th Street, and 48th for several hours as police investigate exactly what happened. That driver was taken into custody. He is expected to be okay. He is, though, in critical condition. The officer is expected to be okay. Now, as to exactly what happened, what caused this pursuit, well, it's still under investigation. We are pressing police for more information. In Southwest Miami-Dade, Maribel Rodriguez, CBS News, Miami.
Police are searching for a missing 5-year-old girl who they believe is endangered. Gianna Rodriguez was last seen in the 2900 block of Polk Street in Hollywood. She is 4'2" and weighs 70 pounds. She was wearing dark shorts, a white and gray striped shirt, and white Crocs. Call Hollywood police if you know where she is. We are getting new details on a deadly dog attack in Miami Gardens that killed a 71-year-old woman. The victim's family tells CBS Miami the dogs involved in the attack have been captured, but we reached out to police and they tell us they are not aware of the dogs being caught and they are still investigating. Miami Gardens police released pictures of the 4 suspected dogs. Last week, 71-year-old Doreen Broadbelt was attacked behind Norwood Elementary. She was on her way to work at Walmart. Last night, her family, friends, and coworkers came together at a vigil honoring her. They say she long feared being attacked and carried protection against dogs roaming free. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel is speaking out about the new accusations of domestic violence against Tyreek Hill by his estranged wife.
I'm aware of it. The organization is. We've been in communication with the NFL, and we're going to let the process play out. As far as our team's focus, it is 100% on the Patriots.
In court filings in the divorce case filed by Kita Vaccaro, Hill's Laura denies those claims. The couple split in April after a domestic dispute in their Sunny Isles beach home. We have a new video now out of Cuba. The island is experiencing a total blackout. The electrical grid collapsed this morning. This is Cuba's 5th blackout in the past year. The foreign minister says they are working to restore power. Cuba has recently suffered an energy crisis. It caused daily blackouts, system breakdowns, and a shortage of fuel. When we come back, an alarming report has health officials on edge when a new study says about just how many children are living with obesity across the world. And the Miami Hurricanes are ready to host the University of South Florida Bulls this Saturday afternoon at Hard Rock Stadium. Kickoff is at 4:30, and the only place to catch all the action is on our sister station, CW Miami 33. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. On the Health Watch, for the first time ever, obesity has become the most common form of malnutrition among school-aged children around the world. It surpasses the number who are underweight. A new report from UNICEF reveals 188 million kids are now obese. UN health experts blame ultra-processed foods and unethical marketing of junk food for shaping unhealthy diets, especially in schools.
We still do see the highest numbers in North America, in Latin America and the Caribbean, and in the Middle East and North Africa, but this is happening in every region around the world.
The fastest growth is happening in low and middle income countries where children face the double burden of poverty and poor nutrition. Health experts say childhood obesity can lead to a lifetime of health issues. That includes cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. Finally, at 4, you can buy the new Dolphins rivalry jersey before their official debut at the end of the month. The Dolphins unveiled their new uniforms at the team store. The look features a sharp dark blue with aqua and orange accents. These new jerseys will be making their big splash on Monday night, September 29th against the Jets. And that does it for the CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.